You are now watching FreakTalk Podcast.
You're signing with the Derek.
So signed with Derek, it was a big deal. And then I ended up going on set. It was a go-see with Shorty Mac, and I was like, or it wasn't a go-see, but it was just somehow I ended up on set, and I was like,
so like, you probably showed up at the studio or
it was a house,
location.
Yeah, it was a location, and he was like, oh, and we were smoking, so it was cool, and I just thought he was the coolest shit ever because he was just he was like a Snoop Dogg, you know. But
so how did you? Was there like you seen him in a video? Did you hear about him?
I never watched before I got in the industry. I did like check out things as I knew what I was getting into. Like when I signed with Derek, I looked at like Jenna Hayes and like Christina Rose because they were like the dirty girl that I aspired to be. Because I wanted
they were
to
brunette too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could relate to them.
And it was relatable. They were smaller built. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But you were never smaller built, like not like.
But I was though.
Them.
You know me, so I've always had a bubble butt. But if you look back now, people would say I'm fat now because of how thin I was.
Well, you just got your MILF body, baby.
Yeah, but seeing the evolution,
yeah.
I was small. I was smaller built, but always had a bubble.
When I first shot you, I would say you were a little bit more bubbler than Christina Rose.
Yeah,
but it was like in the same.
Yeah,
they kind of like compared y'all.
Got paired all the time.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of scenes together. I won my first Avian Award with her.
Correct. So that was kind of like, hey, this is the new Christina Rose. And it was like, once she started hearing that, it was like, what? And I was like, I'm a fan. Well, you don't like black guys like her. So yeah, go. Shorty Mac.
did the scene, and my agent flipped his shit the next day. He's like, you ruined your career. I could have got you this.
And this is Derek.
This is Derek. I could have got you this, and you did this, and it's so disloyal and all this. And I was like, well, honestly, I just did what I wanted to do. Like, I don't really see why
And you were like the first girl that told him that, and
he hated me. He literally hated me. Like, I promise you, he hated me. And so, anyways, like that was a big deal, and it didn't ruin my career. If anything, it made him so much money. But he just wanted to be.
Who released that?
Huh?
Who released that?
It wasn't West Coast Productions. I think he had his own thing. Thomas had his own production or whatever. He had Shorty Mac contracted to him at the time. So I'm not sure. It wasn't West Coast. I could Google and do some shit to find. But anyways, it was a long time ago. So
yeah. Because you know what it was? When he found you, you were something different than on his roster. And when you did that, because you know how he coordinated business. You know I used to work with him, by the way.
Yeah.
I was on his payroll as a driver.
Yeah.
So how he coordinated everything was like to a T. So when you came in, you was like, yeah, I did it. So what? I was like,
exactly how I said it too.
I was like, she told Derek that. I was like, man, she got balls. And I think that people will never give you credit. Mm-hmm. I think you were probably the first person of this magnitude that stood up to him.
Yeah. And
that didn't last long. How long was you on that roster for?
Barely a year.
And that's like a blip of time when it comes to people that was on his roster.
I did a lot with him, but in a short amount of time, but left, and I ended up signing with Gold Star, which Joel was huge at the time too. He had, it wasn't
oh man, I wonder what happened to him because he was cool.
It's crazy. Later on, I went back to Florida after I was on my renegade shit.
Oh my God.